Well, it certainly is my pleasure to be here and going through the sheep show today, and I think definitely a nice class to start and some differences all the way down from first and seventh. You know, I'll be honest, I don't see a bunch of these, but I think quality stock is still quality stock, no matter the color, the breed, or the shape. I think you get back to the basics, just muscle and shape and just balance. I think Young Ladies Up Sheep deserves a win. I think that one's the best one in terms of his top line, just in regards to how that one remains his top line and balance, and just when he gets out and moves. I like those things about him. Now, I'll be honest, you know, I don't want to intensify that one at the ground in terms of his foot bone and size. You know, that's my biggest holdup on that one. I think from there back, I think that's the levelest one in class that has the most muscle and has the most shape. The sheep in second, I think, has some value. That's a high-headed, tall-shouldered one that has some muscle and has some shape to his rib. My problem, he gets too round out of his hip in relation to our class winner. Don't think that guy comes with the same, just maybe muscle and overall shape when he stepped right in behind him. Definitely bigger at the ground in terms of his foot and his bone than our class winner. I think a nice sheep in second. The one in third, you know, that one's my speed, just in terms of look of quality from the side. I like a lot of things about that sheep. He's good looking. He's level. You know, that one changes a little bit when he gets out and moves, I think. Gets a little more uncoordinated in terms of his hind leg. Biggest question for me, you step right in behind him. You know, is that one opened up enough in terms of his forerib? Does that one have enough muscle and shape to compete with the two ahead of him? I think a nice one here to be in third. Sheep in fourth, again, probably the more moderate and wide, stout sheep of our initial four. Like those things about him. He gets too plain and conventional through the front one-third of his body. For me, need to make that one more unique looking from the side. I think it really becomes apparent when he's sent in motion. He gets knocked straight off of both ends of his skeleton. Round out our top five with a sheep that has some muscle and has some shape. Want to relax that one in the center of his back and just fix him in terms of his build off of both ends of his skeleton. Sheep in sixth and seventh have a look of quality. Just need more muscle and shape to get any higher today. Congratulations. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Last call, Class 2 finals. First call, Class 3 finals to the holding area. First call, Class 3 finals to the holding area. Your results from Class 1 finals. 7th place, Calvin Groby. 6th place, Cecile Peschick. 5th place, Owen Hoffman. 4th, Rayleigh Byer. 3rd, Brody Rader. 2nd, James Eckert. And 1st place from the Harper FFA, Emma Geisweit. Attention in the goat barn. All goat showmanship winners, please report to the backdrop for pictures. All goat showmanship winners, please report to the backdrop for pictures. Second call, Class 3 finals. Second call, Class 3 finals.
I think a really good class here. I think the competition has definitely stepped up. I think the top 2 or 3 hit the gate and kind of catch my eye. I think from there, I think you just study the one that wins. You know, you never catch a bad look at that one, whether he's stuck, whether he's in motion. I think that sheep always gives you a look of quality right there from the side. His lines are right. He's got muscle. He's got some shape. Really nice sheep here to win our class. Nothing to take away from the sheep in second. I think that's another really nice one here. Again, the other sheep in class, I think that has some presence. Don't think that one's just as smooth in terms of his top line. Don't think that one's as level out of his hip as the one that wins the class. I think two very, very high quality ones here to be on the top side of this class. Young Man and Sheep has a 1 and third. I think has a lot of quality about him. Just extension and look up front is very good. Don't think just hip and hind leg maybe setting that one quite right, especially get out in motion. He gets a notch more restricted about his step behind. Want to level that one up in terms of his hip, give him a shot more muscle and shape when he step right in behind him. Get down here in 4 and 5. I think two sheep that are similar just in terms of have some muscle and have some shape. Just trust the foot quality and just the hind leg of the one that's going to be in 4th. I think that guy comes to the notch more just extension and his freshness and look from the side than the one that's going to be in 5th. Round out our top 5 with a big backed, heavy muscled one. He gets too plain and conventional through the front 1/3 of his body for me. He gets a notch more refined at the ground as well. Round out with sheep here in 6th and 7th. One to have some feature and have some bone, just to get up some muscle and shape overall to get them any higher. Really good class. Congratulations, all the kids.
Beginner goat showmanship. Amzie McCrae, please report to the backdrop immediately. Beginner goat showmanship. Amzie McCrae, please report to the backdrop immediately. First call, fine wheel cross, class 1. First call, fine wheel cross, class 1. Second call, fine wool cross, class 1. Second call, fine wool cross, class 1.
I think another really good class here, and I think there's some sheep that rise to the top, in my opinion. I think, again, just get back to the one that's real level in terms of his designs, your class winner. I think that one has some muscle, and that one has some shape. Gives you a look of quality from the side. I think a nice place to start. I think the sheep in second was the other one in class that just kind of had some muscle and shape to go along with it. I don't think that one's as elite through the front 1/3 of his body or as level out of the back side of his hip as our class winner. Thought the other sheep, though, in class just kind of had some width and muscle and shape about him. I really like the quality of build of the young lady sheep that's going to be in third. I think that one runs around the ring and is really high-headed, really good in terms of his angles. Unfortunately, we kind of get too many looks here. He gets a little weird right behind his shoulder every once in a while. Want to freshen, just tighten that one up in his height to get him any higher. Sheep in fourth, I think on the standstill offers some quality. Can maybe get pushed up to a couple spots. Set that one in motion. His hind legs is a big concern for me. He wants to step too far outside of his skeleton. Need to fix that one out of his hip and hind leg to get him any higher. Sheep in fifth, again, one that has some muscle and has some shape. Gets a notch plainer about his look from the side. A notch is heavier in his overall condition. Round out our sheep here, the top six. One that has some muscle and has some shape. Need to change that guy in terms of his underline. Give him a notch more just bone and muscle and shape to get around the ones ahead of him. Nice class. Congratulations to all the kids.
Your results from Class 3 finals. In 6th place, Blair Marshall. 5th place, Samantha Wegner. 4th place, Knox Pageant. 3rd place, Jalen Jones. 2nd place, Kaylin Woolsey. And 1st place, Emma Geisweit. Last call, Class 1 fine wool cross. Last call, Class 1 fine wool cross.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I think it's been a really good fine wool show out here. I think we got quality here in all 6 of our representatives. I think there's one that just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, in my opinion. And I think another one that really follows up pretty close for reserve. So, again, I'm not going to go through and talk them all in division. If you hear me talk them in class, give these kids a big round of applause. I'll show you my 2 favorites.
Your champion final is exhibited by Jacqueline Ray. And your reserve champion final is exhibited by Jet Backus.
We're good?
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. We're headed in.
First call, Class 2, fine wheel cross. First call, Class 2, fine wheel cross.
first class here for the crosses. And I do think there is some challenge amongst our top 3 or 4. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure there's one of the top 3 that just gets out and just motors around the ring how I prefer to. But that being said, I think the one that wins, that one's back shape is absolutely incredible. Her rib cage is right, and that one set up on the side, I think, gives you a really, really good look. My biggest hold up from her, we set these sheep in motion. I want to pick that one up in her shoulder, make that one just naturally taller at the front, naturally taller front end when we're out in motion. I think if we could change those things, she'd become the clear class winner, no doubt. That's just my only hold up. But man, one that's really wide, really stout, really opened up to the center portion of her body. I like the look of quality of the one that in second gives you from the side. A young man gets that one propped up. He's high-headed, he's long-bodied, he's level, he has a nice look about him. I don't think that one comes with the same punch as our class winner. Set that one in motion, just study him out through his hip and his hind leg. I want to square him up out of his hip. I want to change how he gets out and just moves his hind leg a little more restricted in terms of his step. For me, I think a really nice one here to be in second. You step behind the sheep in third, and man, you're really impressed because that's a big old hip and a big old pin set laid in one. Unfortunately, when we get back off to the side, I want to change him through the front 1/3 of his body. That one's not elite looking enough for me. He's a little just bigger and more opened up and round about his shoulder blade, but one that has plenty of muscle and plenty of shape. I thought definitely deserved to be in the top 3. Sheep that's going to be in fourth, a good-looking one, is long-bodied and really level. He gets too flat, and it's nondescript in his shape in relation to the 3 ahead of him. Round out our top 5 with, again, a sheep that has some muscle, has some shape. We get this look too many times. He gets too straight off of both ends of his skeleton, not just rounder and plainer in terms of his build. Really good class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Your results of Class 1 Fine Wool Cross. In 11th place, Calvin Groby. 10, Calvin Groby. 9, Colton Kanazy. 8, Clayton Kanazy. 7, Kennedy Chamberlain. 6, Coda Zamora. 5th, Kelton Bush. 4th, Emma Geiswhite. 3rd, Hudson Hale. 2nd, Leo Eilers. And 1st, Caden Claypack. First call, Class 3 Fine Wool Cross. First call, Class 3 Fine Wool Cross.
Tin Barns, Holt Caterpillar, and Texas First Rentals has donated some spray bottles to all exhibitors. So if you would like to pick one up, they are over here by the check-in desk.
want to apologize taking a little longer here on the top pair, the top three, if you will. I think it's extremely close, and I'll be honest, I think it could be flip-flop, and I wouldn't argue with you. I think at the end of the day, I think the one that offers just the most unique pieces, in my opinion, is the young ladies up front. Just that one's length and neck and extension, that one's underline is really good, and you step in behind him, I think he actually has a notch more just shape in terms of his hip and his lower leg and stifle than the one that's going to be in second. I think it does a notch more elite from the front, his front 1/3. Now, I wish she could just maybe get a better brace on him when I come to handle. She missed that a couple of times, and I want to fix his breastplate there so slightly. I think just in terms of uniqueness and look from the side, I think that one's a notch more my speed than the one that's going to be in second. I think a nice sheep up top. I think the sheep in second has a lot of good about him. I think that one's just really safe and complete in my opinion. Don't know if that one's, again, just as elite looking as the front 1/3 of his body as our class winner. He gets a little weird right behind his shoulder every once in a while. I think you step in behind him, I don't think he's just as overwhelming in terms of his upper hip shape, his lower leg and stifle compared to our class winner. I think two extremely nice ones up here on top. Young lady in third has a really good looking one from the side. I love that one's look of quality. That one's really complete and is really good in terms of his balance. I think in relation to that guy's frame size, though, he needs to come with some more muscle and shape to compete with the two ahead of him. If we could just bust that one open and make him more genuine underneath, more genuine in terms of his rib cage, I think the top three would become more challenging. It was close to me between 4 and 5. I think he's 7 in motion. I think the sheep in 4 just holds himself together a little better for me. I like that one at the ground in terms of his feature better than I want it's going to be in 5th. I want to fix that one in his tail set, clean him up in his dock, and make him just notch more heavier muscled and more shape to get around the ones ahead of him. Right out our top 5 with a good looking long bodied level one. He wants to get a little high in terms of his flank for me. Notch more just nondescript in terms of his overall back shape. Really good class. Congratulations to all the kids.
Results from Class 2 Fine Wool Cross. In 13th, Emma Bond. 12, Bowen Backus. 11, Lacey Dosher. 10, Coda Zamora. 9, Nolan Bond. 8, Weston Hoffman. 7, William Spate. 6, Owen Hoffman. 5th, Hagen Jacoby. 4th, Kinsey Key. 3rd, Kendall Staling. 2nd, Sydney Jones. And 1st, Anders Eckert.
Hi, my name is Anders Eckert, and we want to invite you and your furry friends to visit Fredericksburg Veterinary Center. Our mission is to create a comfortable environment where we treat your animals as if they were our own. Everyone has been working hard to design a new building with more space to provide the best care to all of our animal friends. We love our clients, patients, and especially our battling billies. So come see Dr. Neil Eckert, Dr. Morgan Donsbach, and Dr. Lana Bush for all of your veterinary needs. Philly Pride Uber Alice.
think another really nice class here, and I think there's a couple that sort up pretty easily for me. The one that wins, that one's an absolute man, just in terms of back shape and muscle. You step in behind him, I'm not sure we've seen one that's just maybe that impressive in terms of his hip and his lower leg and stifle as that guy. I think he props up, gives you a nice look of quality from the side. I think a nice sheep here to win our class. I think the one in second is more closely resembles our class winner in terms of muscle and in terms of shape. I don't think that one's as elite looking from the side. Set that one in motion. I don't know if he's wanting to fight the halter or what. He really wants to run downhill. I wish I could pick that one up, just make him naturally taller fronted at the top of his shoulder to get around our class winner. I think two real nice ones up here on the top side. I really like the one in third from the side. That's a good looking, good outline one. Man, that one's lines are right. His underline sits in him good. He's stepping behind that one in relation to the two ahead of him. Man, he just ain't got enough muscle to him today. I want to bust that one open in terms of his forerib, give that one a notch more slower leg shape and stifle. If you do that thing, I think the top three can become more challenging. Like the look, like the balance of our third place sheep. That one just needs more gas in his tank to get around any higher today. One and four, I think a big stout sheep that gets a notch plainer in terms of his look of quality from the side. Wish I could just freshen that one up and his hide and his handle to get him any higher. Similar story for the sheep that's going to run out our top five. One that has some quality about him in terms of his basic build and his feet and legs and his structure. That guy's just too loose-hided for me. I want to freshen him up there, clean him up, give him a notch more hard shape all the way throughout. Really good class, so congratulations to all the kids.
Your results from Class 3 Fine Wool Cross. 11th place, Jamison Dodds. 10th place, Samantha Wegner. 9th, Landon Jacoby. 8, Braylon Jacoby. 7, Tinley Jacoby. 6, William Spate. 5th, Taylon Toch. 4th, Kaylin Woolsley. 3rd, Brody Rader. 2nd, Quentin Cox. And 1st, Quentin Cox. Last call, Class 1 South Downs. Last call, Class 1 South Downs.
I think it's been a really good Fine Wool Cross here division. I think there's 6 out here. I think all 6 have some quality, in my opinion. Let's give these kids one more big round of applause. I'll show you my 2 favorites.
Your champion Fine Wool Cross is exhibited by Quentin Cox. Your reserve champion Fine Wool Cross is exhibited by Anders Eckert. First call, Class 2 South Downs. First call, Class 2 South Downs.
I think a really good way to start off our Southdown show here, and I think the one that wins is an absolute stud in here. I mean, that one's really good in terms of his basic build. That one's got some big legs about him. He walks around the ring high-headed and level how they're supposed to. A big fan of that one here to win this particular class. I do think there is some sort here between 2 and 3. I think both sheep have plenty of muscle and shape, so from there I think you can kind of focus just on build and basic skeleton. I think that's what favors the young man's sheep in second. I think that one's just a notch more relaxed off of both ends of his skeleton. Prefer the set to that one's just just shoulder and knee compared to the one that's going to be in third. That one just doesn't have the wow factor or the unique pieces of the one right ahead of them. I think a nice basic, really safe, not a sheep here to be in second. Young lady brings us one in third. That one's got a lot of muscle and a lot of shape. I like those things about him. I wish I could change him at the ground in terms of his foot size and his hind leg and just how he's constructed. He gets a notch rounder and shorter there on the back side of his hip. Consequently, he set that one in motion. He's much more rigid and quick about his step. I think the one in fourth is really basic and solid. That one's not fancy in terms of leg wool or just feature, but that one's body shape is really good. Her underline's nice. That one has the right shape to her rib cage. Doesn't have, again, just the extra intangibles as the one ahead of him. The one in fifth here gives you a good look from the side. Set her in motion. That's where my problems come. She gets a little up in her spine, just kind of rounder and just shorter there about her hip and her hind leg, and it's how she gets out and goes. I think 5 nice south downs here. Let's give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results from Class 1 Southdown. 9th, Bryson Lott. 8, Bryson Lott. 7, Frankie Villanueva Jr. 6, Logan Hoffman. 5th, Corbin Kuntz. 4th, Gavin Wise. 3rd, Hallie Hoffman. 2nd, Hallie Hoffman. And 1st, Jack Eckert. First call, Class 3 Southdowns. First call, Class 3 Southdowns.
I think another really nice class is South Downs here. I think a really nice class of South Downs. I think we got one that kind of wins pretty easily for me. I think just in terms of muscle and shape, I think she kind of sets the bar. That one's really good in terms of handle quality, just how fresh and as shapely is in her hide. I think a nice one here to start off our class. I think the sheep in second offers a lot of good. You know, I like that one's extra extension. I like that one's extra look of quality just in her front 1/3 of her body. Don't think that one's just as intense in terms of her feature. Don't think that one's quite just as ripped up and shapely as the one ahead of her. But man, that's a good looking one here in second. It offers a lot of quality. Sheep in third, I think, again, kind of closely resembles our second place one in terms of having an extra shot of extension, an extra shot of look. You know, where do you want to sit with that one in terms of her hip and hind leg when she gets out and goes? She's a notch rounder, a notch shorter about her hip. Wants to get a notch just quicker, more rigid about her step. But man, that's a good looking one set up from the side. Young man brings us one in fourth. That's extra crazy stout and just robust. And I love those things about that ewe. She's really good in terms of her rib cage, just how opened up she is, how genuine is that one is underneath. You get back off the side, I think she's a notch just plainer, nondescript in terms of her shape. She's pushing the line for me, and just in terms of acceptability of condition, I think a nice one here in fourth. You in five props up really nice from the side. One that handles good, shapely. Set that one in motion. She gets a notch more awkward just in terms of her build and her look for me. Kind of wants to fall out of balance, but nice set of top five here for the South Down class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Your results of Class 2 South Downs. In 11th, Colton Cromer. 10, Kaylee Connor. 9, Landon Jacoby. 8, Colton Cromer. 7, Tinley Jacoby. 6, Presley Nix. 5, Addison Hahn. 4, Harlan Eilers. 3, Riker Pageant. 2, Braxton Maynor. And 1, Caden Claypack. First call, Class 4 South Downs. First call, Class 4 South Downs.
Attention in the barn, there has been a phone found in the restroom. The case has ducks on it. If you are missing a duck phone, it is at the check-in table.
I think another really nice class is South Downs. I do think there is some challenge. I think just at the end of the day, the one that just has the most muscle and the most shape is going to be your class winner. I think that guy's really good from that regard. Just his rib cage and his back shape and his upper pin is really good. Now, I'll be honest, I probably want to pick this one up a little bit. I think he's flirting with the line just of moderation for me. I think a real nice one, though, here to win our class. Sheep in second probably has a notch more just extension and look than in relation to our class winner. But, in that regard, he comes a notch flatter, not more nondescript in terms of his shape. Don't think his underline's near as good as our class winner. Don't think that one's hip or just lower leg and stifle's quite as big as well. But again, like that one's look of quality from the side. I think the one maybe just the best one in terms of his underline is the sheep here in 3. I think just chest to flank ratio is very good. I think that one offers a look of quality from the side. He's high-headed. He's good looking. That one comes right away from you, though. He's just too flat in his rib cage. I need to bust that one open, make that one more genuine underneath, and just give him some more punch and shape to get him any higher today. Really like the look of that one, though, from the side. I do think it is some close here between 4 and 5, in my opinion. I think you and 4 has some more unique intangibles in terms of the extra feature, extra bone. I like that one better as the front 1/3 of her body. Said that one emotion, she gets too high in her spine. Need to change those things about her. I think she's wanting to fight the young lady here quite a bit today. Right out our sheep here at the top 5 that has some muscle and has some shape. That one's back's really big. Don't think her feature just matches the upper portion of her skeleton. She gets a notch just rounder and plainer off of both ends of her skeleton for me. Nice class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results of Class 3 Southdown. At 10th, Jolie Connor. 9, Jackson Weiss. 8, Zuri Lauderdale. 7, Presley Nix. 6, Rayleigh Byer. 5, Hadley Maynor. 4, J.C. Burrow. 3, Abigail Bond. 2, Addison Hahn. And first, Hanson Eilers. First call, Class 1 hair sheep. First call, Class 1 hair sheep.
I think another nice class here, and I think there's three that kind of surface to the top when they hit the gate, and I do think there is some differences. I think the one that wins has some very unique pieces about him. That one's rib cage is really good. His forerib is awesome, and he's really seamless in terms of his top line. I think he offers you a really good look of quality there from the side. My only holdup, that's not maybe just the levelest hipped one we're ever going to see in America. I think set up, it looks fine. That's my only holdup. We set him in motion. I think he's level enough. I think that's one area maybe you want to watch that one, but man, I think from there on, that one's extremely, extremely good. I like a lot of things about that sheep. I think 2 and 3 is close. At the end of the day, the 1 and 2 just has more muscle. That one has more true shape. That one has more back shape. She's quite a bit leaner than the one that's going to be in 3. In relation to our class winner, I want to fix that one in terms of her underline. I want to change just how her hip and hind leg gets out and works for me. That one does offer just a unique look as the one ahead of her as well. I think a really nice view here to be in second. The 1 and 3, I think, does have some intriguing pieces. I like that one in terms of her underline. That one's really level. She reads a notch too straight off her front end for me. Get your hands on her. She's just too overdone in terms of condition, in my opinion. If you could just lean that one up and freshen her and shapen her up, I think we could switch that 2 and 3 there. I think 2 real nice views here to be in second and third. Excuse me. I do think it is close here between 4 and 5. At the end of the day, when you get your hands on him, the shooting forward just has more muscle. He has more product down his back. That one has more just topside shape, in my opinion. In relation to the 3 ahead of her, that one just a little deeper and a little more nondescript in terms of his front end, just as a look from the side. Gets a notch more generic in his overall build. Similar story for let's go run out our top 5. One that has some length and one has some extension. He gets too deep about his chest. I want to just freshen that one up, lean him up, and make him more athletic looking from the side. I think 5 really nice ones, though. Let's give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results of Class 4 South Downs. 11th, Frankie Villanueva Jr. 10th, Caroline Russell. 9, Addison Schneider. 8, Colton Canese. 7, Caroline Canese. 6, Kaylin Woolsey. 5th, Adeline Eilers. 4th, Annie Eilers. 3rd, Brody Rader. 2nd, Caden Claypack. And 1st, Briggs Bowers. First call, Class 2 hair sheep. First call, Class 2 hair sheep.
Segner's Jewelers in Bee Cave and Fredericksburg have all you desire for Valentine's Day. Beautiful diamonds, colorful gemstones, and metals to match your taste and complete your unique look. Your perfect engagement ring awaits you at Segner's. Let them custom design a special piece or repair your favorite one. Located in the H-E-B Center on 71 in Bee Cave and 236 West Main in Fredericksburg. Or at SegnersJewelers.com. Welcome to Segner's. Define your love. Define yourself.
think it's been a really good South Down division out here. You know, probably the deepest waters we've been in so far, and I think there's 8 of them out here that all have quality. You know, I do think it is challenging. I think it comes down to a couple, in my opinion, and you know, other guys coming here and doing different, and I wouldn't argue with them. So, with that being said, I go ahead and give all these kids a huge round of applause. They certainly deserve it. I'll show you my 2 favorites.
Your champion South Down is exhibited by Briggs Bowers, and your reserve champion South Down is exhibited by Jack Eckert.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV and our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
I think a nice way to start off the hair sheep show, and I think the one that wins does so as soon as she hits the gate. I think just in terms of uniqueness and intangibles, I think definitely excels the class. That one's muscle, that one's body shape is extremely good. Now, she's got a little set to her hind leg, but I think that's a small tree and a big force in this class. I think I'm really going to hear her start. Sheep in second, I think, has some quality just from a basic build standpoint. That one offers some extension and length of body. You know, you want to just square her up and fixture in her dock ever so slightly. So I think there's more muscle and just basic shape than the one that's going to step right behind him. Good looking long bodied ewe lamb here end up in second. One and third is real smooth and level in terms of his overall build. That guy needs more hard muscle and just true shape to get around the two ahead of him. I think a nice sheep here in three. Similar story for the one that's going to be in fourth. Nice level, complete kind of sheep. He just gets a notch plainer in his overall shape, a notch plainer about his look. Right out of the class with two ewe lambs that have some extension and some growth and look about them. They get a notch just flatter and harder about their rib cage and underneath. I want to just fix them there, give them some more muscle to get around the ones ahead of them. Make a really good class, so give all these exhibitors a big round of applause.
Results of Class 1 hair sheep. In sixth, Briley Beardy. Fifth, Coy Kernwuggy. Fourth, Coy Kernwuggy. Third, Elaine Kernwuggy. Second, Nora Alaman. First, Kane Rich. First call, Class 3 hair sheep. First call, Class 3 hair sheep.
I think another really nice class, in here. And I think the one that wins, that one's just kind of freaky out here, in my opinion. Just the extension and shape she has offers you a look of quality from the side. I mean, to get your hands on that one, she's so fresh and shapely to the touch. I think a real nice one here to start off our class. I do think 2 and 3, there is a little more challenge and sort. I think both of them are kind of similar just in terms of the overall look and build. With that being said, I like the bone work of the sheep in second over 3, like just the square shape and the loinage of our second place one over the third place sheep as well. In relation to our class winner, that one's maybe not just as tricked out in terms of extension and look from the side, but man, I think a really nice one here to be in 2. Sheep in third, one that kind of grows on you as the class comes on. He's a notch just shorter and plainer and rounder about his hip, in my opinion, a notch frailer at the ground, but man, that one handles really good, really smooth down his top line, has some shape, maybe not as unique as the ones ahead of him. I think a nice one here to be in 3. Young man brings us Helium in 4th. She hits the gate, and man, she really catches your attention. That one's just head presence, just look from the side is extremely good. Man, I wish I could just fix her right behind her shoulder. She has a little bit of a hole there. I think if you could fix that one there, she could push up in the class because she has some unique pieces besides that. The one's going to run out our top 5. This muscle and shape keeps him up here. He wants to get a little more rigid in his spine and his top line. Wish I could relax him there and just smooth him out ever so slightly. Really good class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results from Class 2 hair sheep. In 12th, Elaine Kernwelge. 11, McKenna Kernwelge. 10, Ethan Southard. 9, Sterling Schneider. 8, Emma Southard. 7, Kelton Bush. 6, Holden Gideon. 5th, Clayton Canese. 4, Braxton Maynor. 3, Trip Barnett. 2, Riker Pageant. And 1, Hadley Maynor. First call, Class 1 medium wool. First call, Class 1 medium wool.
think a nice way to end out the hair sheep division here with the heavyweights, and I think the one that wins does so pretty easily for me. I mean, I think that's a big sheep, but man, that one's still fresh and shapely. I think his hind leg still fits in him right, and everything just kind of fits for his kind of size and maturity. I think one that handles really good for this kind of weight. Really nice sheep to start off our class. The one in second, I think, offers a really good look of quality from the side. That one's underline sits in him right. That one's next set is extremely good. You know, in relation to our class winner, he's just not as manly. When you step right in behind him, he's a little flatter, more nondescript in terms of his forerib shape, and just not as big and burly at the upper portion of his pin set. In relation to our class winner, I think two really nice ones up here on top. I think Elam in third has a lot of value about her. Just her rib shape and just genuine dimension is very good. I want to freshen that one up in her loin edge. You can tell here from the sideline she gets a notch wrinkly there. I want to freshen her up just in her touch and her shape and her overall look to get her any higher. Extremely heavy muscle one here that comes out in fourth, and that's what keeps him up so high. Just a little more concerning from just a build and structure standpoint, in my opinion. He reads a notch straighter to the front 1/3 of his body. Got a little breastplate sticking out, but man, that one's hard back. That one's really muscular and shapely. That's what keeps him over the 1 and 5. The 1 and 5 is really good in his basic build and design, really level down his top line. He, again, just gets a lot plainer and a lot over conditioned for me. Run out of the class for another weather that has some extension and has some growth to him. He gets a notch rounder out of his hip, a notch just flatter, a little softer to the touch today. Really good class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results of Class 3 hair sheep. In 6th place, McKenna Kernwelge. 5th, Harper Druenmiller. 4th, Clayton Kanazy. 3rd, Allison Lindig. 2nd, Knox Pageant. And 1st, Brody Rader. First call for Class 2 medium wools. First call, Class 2 medium wools.
I think a really nice division here for the hair sheep. I think 6 sheep out here that all have some quality. Give these kids a big round of applause. I'll show you my 2 favorites.
Your champion hair sheep is exhibited by Brody Rader. Your reserve champion hair sheep is exhibited by Hadley Maynor. Second call, Class 2 medium wools. Second call, Class 2 medium wools.
think a nice way to start off the medium wool division. This one hits the gate, and at no point was I not going to use her. I think that one really commands your attention when she hits the ring. Just that one's presence and basic build, I think, is off the charts good. Gives you a great look of quality there from the side, and she still has enough muscle and shape to go with it. I'm a really big fan here of our class winner. I think this one's extra good. I do think there is some challenge between 2 and 3. I think both sheep need cleaned up in terms of their hides. We're going to call that a wash. I think after you get past that, this one just muscle and shape is just better than the one that's going to be in second. I think this one's leveler in terms of his line, bigger at the ground in terms of his bone and his feature. Again, I really want to freshen this one up and just tighten his hide up to make him more ideal. I think a nice sheep here to be in second. Young lady brings us 1 and third. Has a look of quality just in terms of basic build and skeleton. That one's just kind of flatter and more nondescript in terms of his overall shape. He gets a notch just flatter in his rib cage, a notch frailer at the ground in terms of his feature. I think two or three really nice ones here from the top end. 4 and 5, there is some challenge. I do think the 1 and 4 is just more relaxed in his overall build. Leveler in terms of her top line. She gets a notch just plainer and around her about her shoulder. Round out the class of the weather here in 5 that has a big back and a big muscle, a lot of shape. He gets a notch just flatter about his rib, a notch harsher about his belly. Need to just relax that one in this top line ever so slightly. Really nice class. Congratulations, all the kids.
Results of Class 1 medium wools. In 8th place, Colton Cromer. 7th, Kaylee Burrow. 6th, William Hayes Chamberlain. 5th, Colton Kanazy. 4th, Matthew Priest. 3rd, Nora Alaman. 2nd, Kaylin Woosley. And 1st, JC Burrow.
Hi, my name is Anders Ecker, and we want to invite you and your furry friends to visit Fredericksburg Veterinary Center. Our mission is to create a comfortable environment where we treat your animals as if they were our own. Everyone has been working hard to design a new building with more space to provide the best care to all of our animal friends. We love our clients, patients, and especially our Battling Billies. So come see Dr. Neil Eckert, Dr. Morgan Donsbach, and Dr. Lana Bush for all of your veterinary needs. Billy Pride Uber Alice.
think another really nice class, and I'll be honest, I spent most of my time between 2 and 3 because I think the Elam kind of combines some muscle and some look of quality and some shape. I think that one stretched around the ring with her head and neck right where it's supposed to be. Now, if I'm going to get picky on her, I probably want to just square her up and level her up out of her tail dock just ever so slightly, but man, again, that's being picky on one that offers a lot of quality in this particular class. I do think it is close between second and third. I think at the end of the day, I'm just more comfortable with the build and skeleton of our second place sheep, especially up front. I think he's just more relaxed with the set to his shoulder and his knee. Now, I wish that one had just more lower leg and just turned and shaped to his stifle. I think he has just a notch more set to his hind leg as well. If I want to make that one a notch rounder in terms of his forerib to get around our class winner, I think that one still offers a nice look of quality, though, from the side. The sheep in third has some pieces you like about him. That one's big at the ground in terms of his bone and his feature. That one probably does have more just lower leg shape and stifle than the one that's going to be in second. Unfortunately, we get back off the class. We kind of get this look we're getting right now. He kind of wants to run downhill. He gets a notch more vertical, and just the angle to his shoulder and his blade. Want to make that one more relaxed there to switch that pair up. I think 3 real nice ones up here on the top side. I think the one in fourth has some muscle and has some shape. He gets a notch more generic in his overall build and look from the side. Want to change him out of his neck set and his shoulder ever so slightly. Round out our class here with the top 5 here with one that, again, stepping behind that sheep, he has some quality about him. Just his rib cage and his back shape, muscle is very, very good. He gets just a notch weird about his front end for me. I want to change him in his shoulder and drop him in his belly, give him some more bottom side balance, some more look from the side to get him any higher. Really nice class. Congratulations, all the kids.
Results of Class 2 medium wolves. 7th place, Cecile Peshik. 6th place, Jackson Peshik. 5th, Kaylee Burr. 4th, Connor Morgan. 3rd, Adeline Eilers. 2nd, Rayleigh Byer. And 1st, Caden Claypack. First call, Class 4 medium wolves. First call, Class 4 medium wolves.
I think another really nice class here, and I think the one to win just put some good things together, in my opinion. I think that one offers a look of quality when he's set up from the side. He's good in terms of his rib cage, good in terms of his muscle shape. Is that the most ideal one? Just his shoulder and neck set out in motion. Those might only hold up on him. But man, I think that's a really nice sheep here to win this class. One and second, I think, offers a lot of good as well. Every once in a while, we get the look we are right now. He gets just a little weird in terms of his spine, a little too relaxed almost, like his chine's just a little high. But man, from there on, that one's got big feet. That one has some muscle. That one has some shape. Don't think he's just as lean and as hard muscled as the one that's going to win this particular class. I think two nice ones up here on the top. I think there is some challenge between 3 and 4 here. I think the 1 and 3rd, I think this offers a more intriguing look for me, in my opinion. I think he's a notch just leaner and harder in terms of his shape as well. I don't think that one's neck set maybe is ideal. Want to drop that one in his belly, give him some more flank and some bottom side balance and move him up any higher. I think a nice sheep here in 3. 1 and 4th has some muscle and has some shape. To me, in my opinion, that one's just pushes past his prime. I think he just reads a notch staler, a notch more mature through the front 1/3 of his body, notch staler in terms of his touch as well. Round out the top 5-1 here that has a lot of length and has a lot of extension just in relation to that guy's frame size. He needs more muscle and more shape to get him any higher today. Really good class. Give all these kids a big round of applause.
Results of Class 3 medium wools. In 7th place, Carson Morgan. 6th, Matthew Priest. 5th, Adeline Eilers. 4th, Annie Eilers. 3rd, Riker Pageant. 2nd, Hanson Eilers. And 1st, Jacqueline Ray.
Segner's Jewelers in Bee Cave and Fredericksburg have all you desire for Valentine's Day. Beautiful diamonds, colorful gemstones, and metals to match your taste and complete your unique look. Your perfect engagement ring awaits you at Segner's. Let them custom design a special piece or repair your favorite one. Located in the HEB Center on 71 in Bee Cave and 236 West Main in Fredericksburg. Or at SegnersJewelers.com. Welcome to Segner's. Define your love. Define yourself.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
We're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
think a nice way here to end up on the medium oil division. We got a silver tinted one here to win the class, and I think does so. You know, for me, that one has a lot of presence and look about him. I think that one still handles fresh and shapely to the touch where we're at in terms of maturity and weight and his age and range. You know, if I could fix that one, I probably want to level him up and square him up and hip ever so slightly when he gets out in motion. I think that's a nice looking high quality sheep here to win the class. I think there is some sort between 2 and 3. I think both sheep have some muscle. I think on the standstill, I just prefer the look of quality of the one that's going to be in second, one that has some muscle and has some shape. He's reading a notch just stale and mature for me, in my opinion, kind of past his prime. I think he wants to maybe just fall out of bed in terms of balance when he set that one in motion. I think a nice sheep here to be in 2. The 1 and 3rd, I got that stand, has some muscle and has some shape. That one's good right out of the back side of his shoulder. I think he set that one in motion. That's kind of where he just falls out for me in terms of his hind leg and the base of his chest. It's those 2 areas. Kind of wants to just run out of balance, doesn't maintain his look of quality from the side. Set that one in motion. But I think a nice sheep here to be in 3. The 1 and 4th has hold his top line together better than their sheep that's going to be in 5th. That one's not just more generic in terms of his build compared to the 3 ahead of him. I wish Blue would just hold his top line, his loin better. A young man's trying to do his best to get that up there. I think Sheep has some quality. He just too easy there in terms of his loin and his spine. Nice class. Congratulations, all the kids.
Results from Class 4 medium wool. 7th, Lacey Dosher. 6th, Clayton Kanazy. 5th, Hanson Eilers. 4th, Annie Eilers. 3rd, Knox Pageant. 2nd, Taylin Toch. And 1st, Jacqueline Ray. Second call for all breed and reserve breed champions to the holding area. Second call for all breed and reserve breed champions to the holding area.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
We're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
I think it's certainly been a good division here to end our breeds, and looking forward to get all our breed champions back out here for a grand drive. Definitely excited for that. Man, I think the cross division, or excuse me, the medium bull division has been just extremely good. I think there's definitely some highlights out here, and it comes down to 2 or 3 in my opinion. With that being said, give all these kids a big round of applause. I'll show you my 2 favorites.
Your champion medium bull is exhibited by Jackie Ray, and your reserve champion medium bull is exhibited by J.C. Burrow. We will take a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we will judge for grand overall.
Hi, my name is Anders Ecker, and we want to invite you and your furry friends to visit Fredericksburg Veterinary Center. Our mission is to create a comfortable environment where we treat your animals as if they were our own. Everyone has been working hard to design a new building with more space to provide the best care to all of our animal friends. We love our clients, patients, and especially our Battling Billies. So come see Dr. Neil Eckert, Dr. Morgan Donsbach, and Dr. Lana Bush for all of your veterinary needs. Billy Pride Uber Alice.
Segner's Jewelers in Bee Cave and Fredericksburg have all you desire for Valentine's Day. Beautiful diamonds, colorful gemstones, and metals to match your taste and complete your unique look. Your perfect engagement ring awaits you at Segner's. Let them custom design a special piece or repair your favorite one. Located in the H-E-B Center on 71 in Bee Cave and 236 West Main in Fredericksburg. Or at SegnersJewelers.com. Welcome to Segner's. Define your love. Define yourself.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
We're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Your champion fine wool is exhibited by Jacqueline Ray. Your champion fine wool cross is exhibited by Quentin Cox. Your champion South Down is exhibited by Briggs Bowers. Your champion hair sheep is exhibited by Brody Rader. And your champion medium wool is exhibited by Jacqueline Ray. Your reserve champion fine wool is exhibited by Jet Backus. Reserve champion fine wool cross exhibited by Anders Eckert. Reserve champion South Down exhibited by James Eckert. Reserve champion hair sheep exhibited by Hadley Maynor. And your reserve champion medium wool exhibited by J.C. Burrow.
Well, it certainly has been my pleasure to come through and sort through your sheep and your kids today. It's definitely been an exciting opportunity for me, and I really enjoy judging sheep shows. I may not get to do as much as I like just based off my work schedule and travel and all that, but I promise, every time I get to step in the ring, I don't take it lightly. I know the amount of time and effort these kids put into these projects and make them look like the way they do. So first off, let's give all these kids a huge round of applause. They certainly deserve it. They've worked very hard today. And then secondly, to echo the goat judge, let's give all the staff that put this show on a big round of applause. They've worked hard and made a good event. I won't leave you with much. I'm not a big guy for grand drive speeches or anything planned out. So good luck to all of you kiddos at the majors. I know those are coming up. So again, let's get really loud for these kids. They deserve it. I'll show you my champion in reserve.
Your grand champion market lamb was exhibited by Jacqueline Ray. Your reserve champion market lamb was exhibited by Briggs Bowers. Once again, give Mr. Adam Heffelfinger a big round of applause. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anders Ecker, and we want to invite you and your furry friends to visit Fredericksburg Veterinary Center. Our mission is to create a comfortable environment where we treat your animals as if they were our own. Everyone has been working hard to design a new building with more space to provide the best care to all of our animal friends. We love our clients, patients, and especially our Battling Billies. So come see Dr. Neil Eckert, Dr. Morgan Donsbach, and Dr. Lana Bush for all of your veterinary needs. Billy Pride Uber Alice.
Segner's Jewelers in Bee Cave and Fredericksburg have all you desire for Valentine's Day. Beautiful diamonds, colorful gemstones, and metals to match your taste and complete your unique look. Your perfect engagement ring awaits you at Segner's. Let them custom design a special piece or repair your favorite one. Located in the HEB Center on 71 in Bee Cave and 236 West Main in Fredericksburg. Or at SegnersJewelers.com. Welcome to Segner's. Define your love. Define yourself.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
We're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.